Wizard 101 is a game known for its variety of qualities that all combine together to create the game that we all love and know, including the beautiful art style, the in-depth and thorough spell animations, the lovable characters, the list goes on. One of those things that you probably don't usually associate with Wiz is the game's difficulty. Like any other person with chronic ADHD, I have phases with this game. I come, I go sometimes. Very similar story when I play Minecraft. The infamous 2-week Minecraft phase is very much applicable to me. But one of the things that actually brought me back to this game, especially in the recent years, has been seeing a lot of people trying to do these different challenge videos. Everything from like extreme nuzlocks and restrictive runs to even the most simplest things like how fast can I make my character. This game has honestly grown a lot, especially in the challenge community and space. My past couple of uploads, I've tried to kind of dip my toes into the water about, creating different challenge videos and seeing how far I could push those ideas. And those videos are some of the most fun I've honestly had with this game. I wanted to take things a step further. Everyone loves Wizard 101 for its variety of spells that you are able to cast. Each of these spells comes with a name, its school, but probably one of the most important features is the accuracy that is infamous for most schools like Storm with its poor accuracy or Life with its very good accuracy. The accuracy of your spell cards determines the chance that your spell will actually go through in combat, and if you are unable to see the spell through, it fizzles or just basically doesn't work. Today's challenge I had for myself was simple. I was going to see if I could get through all of the main story of Wizard City and Wizard 101 without fizzling. This challenge seemed very simple on paper to me. I didn't think it would take that many tries because of a couple of reasons. One of the first advantages I chose for myself in this challenge was that I was going to choose the Life School, which, as I mentioned earlier, is notorious for having the best accuracy on its spell cards in the game, starting at a solid 90%. Whenever they revamped the new user experience in Wizard 101, they also started every player off with a wand called the Wand of the Seven Schools, which, besides giving everyone access to every school's rank 1 hit, also gave everyone 5 universal accuracy unanimously. This meant that starting the game off as a life wizard, my spells instantly would have 95% accuracy, meaning there was only a measly 5% chance my spells could actually fizzle. Unlike my solo balance series, this wasn't going to be a restrictive challenge for me, in the sense that I was going to take a very common speedrunner tactic of using a bunch of monstrous treasure cards to help me speed up combat and use as little spells as possible to absolutely minimize the chance that I would fizzle a spell. Using a monstrous treasure card, I was able to one-shot every single basic mob. Only when it came time to fighting the bosses, then I would need to perhaps look into 2-pip spells or some sort of follow-up combination. Other than that, I kind of dove into this challenge head first. I didn't really know what to expect, but yeah, I've kept you here long enough in this intro. Let's get right into the challenge. Alright guys, we're back in the proverbial saddle. We made yet another life wizard. Never thought this day would come, but I am going to be removing every spell in this deck because all we are going to need is our imp spell and these monstrous treasure cards. With the 5% accuracy from our wand, we should only have a 5% chance of fizzling, so that's going to be really unlucky if I do fizzle, but as we saw with the last challenge I did, the game just sometimes wants to make me fail, so hopefully we can get through this challenge in at least, under 5 attempts. I would be really happy about that, but yeah, we're starting once again, and I figured this would be a lot, sturdier of a challenge. The other ones were, fun and lighthearted and cute, whatever. This one I feel like is actually gonna, make me go insane if I fizzle and we're, at Lord Nightshade. So, we're just gonna hope and pray that nothing goes wrong. I like my wizard's drip, too. The pink hair with the black and white fit. Really, really saying a lot here.
Oh, hey there, I'm
Hello, I'm Saren. Yeah, we know that, bud. More skeletal pirates, but this time we actually can one-shot them reliably. This is where the monstrous treasure cards are going to come in handy, because every mob beyond these lost souls cannot be one-shot with an imp. Watch this draw. Look at that, 240 to 280 for 1 pip. That's going to be able to get us all the way to, some of the final bosses. So, I'm happy about that for sure. Watch this awesome move. Boom. 240 damage for 1 pip. God. This feels so weird because my balance character had none of these early game crutches or speed running like tactics. So this feels so weird, I'm not gonna lie. If I wanted to be extra cringe, I should have bought my character the Marleybone car, because I think I have just the right amount of crowns for it, just to be like, I'm gonna speed run this. Because also I'm gonna need to speed run it if I'm getting to like attempt 7 and I'm like ripping my hair out as I am right now, because there's a huge knot in it. Like, never get long hair, folks. It's not worth it. I'm here to purge the evil, don't you worry, BB girl. See, watch, I'm gonna open this wooden chest and it's not gonna have a treasure card, which ended my last run. Wow, wow, wow. This game actually just hates me, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that fact. Lots of people in this world are not gonna like you no matter what you do, so I'm not gonna get too upset. I gotta also remember to refill our monstrouses like quickly, because we only have 5 treasure card slots with this deck. So I feel like I'm gonna forget one of these times and it's gonna be catastrophic, but yeah, at least I'm remembering now. Or I feel like I can like psych myself to remembering more. Every spell that I cast, I like tense up because I'm like, ugh, I'm gonna fizzle this one. Nah, we're not gonna manifest that though, because I ain't gonna fizzle. Yeah, we're already at Rattlebones. I've been recording for 6 minutes, so this goes to show you how quick, how much the monstrous TCs really do help you. Malice there. Wait, he literally did face forward and then he like Cupid shuffled to the side. What was that, bruh? I'm pretty sure like 95% of the mobs in this game that aren't bosses, like Alakane Swift Arrow, I'm not gonna one shot with a imp, so I think I'll save my leprechauns for him. But otherwise, the turn 1 imp is like gonna be our strat, and it hasn't failed us. So hello, Harold. We meet again. Thank you for the treasure card, buddy. Minor blessing. My dreams have been answered. My prayers and thoughts have been heard. Yeah, let's get life 2 healing spells at level 4 in the early game. But I feel like that'll definitely help them. In any case, give me my leprechaun.
Give me my leprechaun.
Give me my leprechaun. Hello? Is she gonna let me out the door? Like, damn, she's like, nah, son, you gotta stay in class. Like, okay, my bad. How huge Bartleby is, bro. Holy crap, I never even... Look how... God damn. Looking huge, buddy.
Beware.
Keep it up. Alright, we're gonna start with Cyclops Lane, because Cyclops Lane will not get me down. Cyclops Lane will not be the end of me. I promise. I'm gonna get through Cyclops Lane. So, yeah. Nice. Again, there's like a little... My heart rate, like, spikes up every time I have to fight these dudes. Like, every time. Gotta get his dirty laundry. Interesting how I have to report back to the person who wanted to expel me. And also interesting how the headmaster couldn't come with me to say I'm not expelled. Like, I could have just, like, taken a walk and then come back to Professor Drake and be like, yeah, the headmaster didn't expel me. Like, make it make sense, dude. You make no sense. Do these guys also get one shot by the imp? 240? Yes, they do, baby. Yes, they do, baby. Boom. Get out. Get out.
You have to get us out of here.
No, I
Those zombie
don't.
creatures have the talisman to dispel
No, I
these
don't.
bubbles. Get it from them,
And there ain't no wooden
please.
chest there to taunt me. Can we get past the quest, the cave escape? Boom, baby. We hit a new PR, baby. We hit a new PR. Also, interesting how they were stuck in a bubble, but they could still, like, talk and, like, project their voice outside of it. Like, also, you're, like, magical. Like, you still have your wands, clearly, because when we free you, your wands suddenly, like, return to you. So...
At last.
Like, look, she just had her staff in her hand, buddy. Like, what are you doing? 285. Okay, this is gonna be an instance where I'm gonna pass to avoid casting anything and then do an enchanted leprechaun. So, I don't mind, like, the fight taking 1 turn longer, especially in the early game. 362. Get out, bruh. Get out. And he's gonna fizzle. Wash, bro. Wash. I have the better nose ring. It's because I have the better nose ring than you, buddy. You're a fake. Get out. You're a phony. I'm the real one. Those eyes at the wall are so cool. If I could have that as a housing decoration, I would be such a house decorator in this game. Like, that's crazy. I like that. Now, this might be difficult because I think Achilles himself might require 2 enchanted leprechauns. I also might put, like, a minor blessing in while we're passing turns. Because the Legionnaire I can kill with a with an imp. with an enchanted imp, and then Achilles is 470. Dude, we were on the final boss. We were on the final boss of this. Why is Cyclops such a hindrance for this godforsaken... Okay, I'm gonna transfer the rest of these treasure cards to a different wizard, and we're gonna try again. Alright, back into the saddle again. We have the same situation, gonna remove everything else, and keep the monstrous in there, and only the imps. We have a new wizard, level 1 Thurgist. I was looking through the crown shop in between this, and I realized if I purchased the starter life bundle, the hat gives me 5% accuracy, and it would mean I would never fizzle. But in my mind, because I was like, maybe I could like try and finagle something like this. But I realized, even now speaking in the moment, the boots give me 3% here, and then the... Where's it? The level 5. Here, the Elven attire set from the crown shop, the robe gives me 1%. And then, once again, the starter life set on the boots gives me 3%. So if I equip that robe and those boots, I would have a 1% chance to fizzle. Instead of just cheesing it and wearing the whole set, I could like mix and match, you know? So if I ever get too frustrated, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing just for one specific challenge on my channel. So, but for now... We're still on the Life Wizard with 95% accuracy and the monstrous treasure cards. And we're back at Unicorn Way. I feel like I'm going to get so tired of these quests at some point. I mean, I am literally just repeating the same quests. There is no variety or difference here, which is kind of funny if you ask me, but we'll see how many times I can do this before I fold and crack and end up purchasing something to give me 1% accuracy. Okay, he didn't fizzle a life spell. That's a good omen in my books if he didn't fizzle a life spell either. The way it was the freaking final boss of Cyclops Lane, as if the game knew that I've had run-ending moments on Cyclops Lane. And it was like, yeah, you wanted to get through Cyclops? Yeah, we'll let you get through 3 lumbering trolls, 3 warhorn mercenaries, and some people in the dark cave. But once you get to the end, the first spell you want to cast? Chops, baby. Chops. Alright, Skeletal Pirates. I bet you're sick and tired of seeing me too, because I'm sick and tired of seeing your dumb faces. Not that your faces did anything to me, but let's just get through this. You have actually have a really cool design. I take that back. Hedgemage looks kind of cool. I never even took a minute to like look around this. Like, the Hedgemage also looks really cool. And the fact that you can see, again, Bartleby's big-ass trunks from all the way over there. Really nice touch, honestly.
The darkness down in my bones. But now
No.
Oh, thank you.
I did not mean to come all the way back here. Wow, 2 wooden chests in a row, and none of them gave me a treasure card. Would you look at that? Boom. Get out. Again. Once again. I don't know how many times I'm going to see stupid Rattlebones die before we get through it. Even one street. I mean, I guess Unicorn Way is technically a street, but I just want to get through one of the 3 streets, bro. I guess technically I could also purchase, like, if I'm already going the lengths to buy monstrous treasure cards, I could also buy, like, precision treasure cards. But, like, I feel like that'd be, like, too easy. It wouldn't be, like, challenging at that point. Like, if I bought the life, like, set from the crown shop, like, there wouldn't be a challenge anymore. It's just, I would get through it point blank, period. I don't know. We'll see how, again, there's gonna be a measure of how desperate does Zarathaxx get doing a simple, arbitrary challenge on the children's card game, Wizard 101. I love how Abby just, like, appears out of thin air. It's like, whose pet is that outside the tower waiting for us? Because it's not the pet my school receives. I don't know if it's any other school's pet, but I feel like the least they could have done there is made it so that your school's pet appears there. You know? Like, I feel like that'd be such a simple fix. Round 3. At least we didn't get all the way through a street for that one to happen, but back in the saddle. Round 3. At least if you're gonna make me fizzle, do it on the freaking first cast. Like, don't get my hopes up. Get all the way through Unicorn Way. All of those enchants I had to use on the skeletal pirates and the fairies and all them. Get it out of the way if you're gonna do it freaking so early on. Like, that's so painful. A little bit of my soul every time leaves the chat room. Hello again, Saren.
Oh, hey
Do you
there.
recognize me? I recognize you. Fancy seeing you around these parts. Why are they always going first? Let me go first. Please, for the love of Christ, let me go first. I don't need to be wasting more of my time on this. There's literally like only like 30, maybe 40 quests in Wizard City. Like by the time we get to Cyclops Lane, I want to say that's literally just about maybe the half point that we were at with Achilles. Like, I don't know if that was just a one-off fluke or if I got unlucky the last run, but I guess we're gonna see the median of my runs and where they end. There should be like absolutely no waiting time for these areas considering how many times my computers had to load these specific areas. That dark fairy got a little bit too close for me, I'm not gonna lie. She was like creeping at me. Like, girl, get away, I can smell you. Could you imagine if this defeat and collect wasn't 100%? Let me go first, dude. Let me go first. Can I skip this dialogue?
You hear a tiny...
At this point, I'm gonna start creating alt accounts to, like, sit at Lady Oriole, Rattlebones, Sergeant Muldoon. Like, because I'm gonna need to keep going back to these guys, it seems. Actually, no. We're gonna manifest. This is the run. This is the run. Was it Justin Solar Bond? This is the run. This is what gets us all the way to the end. It seems. I'll place one at Mr. Lincoln, I guess. Save a few footsteps from Mulinda Wu's office that's right there. Maybe I need to just bring back the give me my leprechaun energy. Because give me my leprechaun got me at least past through to Cyclops Lane. Whoa. Wait, I can set a TP mark back to here? And Cyrus Drake is facing the wrong way. Whoa. That's funky. Wait, am I stuck here? Wait, none of the trees are... Oh my god. Wait, this is such a cool glitch. Like, this is actually like a little dungeon instance where like nothing works. They like copy and pasted all the schools and stuff, but... Whoa. I didn't know that if you set a TP mark at Mr. Lincoln there that they just... Look at that. Yeah, it's a dungeon instance. I never knew that. Roadblock number 1. Like, I can understand ancient Celestian text as my wizard, but I can't understand, like, pet speak. After I have a pet follow me for, like, however many worlds at that point. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Good. Professor Drake sent me a...
I love how he, like, gets off of his stage to be like, hey, come see me at this teleporter point, whatever. And then gets back on his little stage. Like, what a diva. What a diva. Life spell against me. Okay, he didn't fizzle his, so I can't fizzle mine. That's just logic. I didn't make the rules. I just follow them. That's literally just logic. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. Time to do his dirty laundry. How many times have I done his laundry for him, dude? Like 7? Does he make every new wizard do this too? Because, like, there's not just me that's a new wizard to Wizard City. Like, there's many of us. Headmaster, you want to expel us? Please say yes so I can be done with this challenge. Shut up! Why was my camera, like, seizing? Yes! Yes, baby! Yes! Yes! God, okay.
Saw you.
Okay. Okay. Get out of here. I got through Cyclops Lane, folks. I got through Cyclops Lane.
Oh, thank you. And see,
What
it
was
says
that?
right on the front,
Oh, no,
Maze
my
Book.
God.
Come see me for a new assignment.
No. Okay, we're gonna go through Triton, which is the longer of the streets, but
You there! Help!
no. Holy crap, like, we actually got through freaking Cyclops Lane. That's an accomplishment in itself. That'll be written down in the world record book for Wizard 101. For me. My world record book. The fizzling ones. We're not even gonna say that word. I don't believe in no F words on this channel.
You're right. Wizard, bring me that wand, and I think I can get to the bottom of this.
Wizard, bring me that wand. Like, why are you so needy about it? Why are you so aggressive with it? Christ, dude, I'm gonna give you the wand. Just chill. I gotta go fight the eels first. To not collect suit. Oh, it's a different quest. I was literally about to start crying. I was about to start crying. I'm on stream, like fully tears streaming down my face. That was... Don't play me like that, game. Don't play me like that. 3 of 3 Scarlet Screamers, like, you gotta be crazy. You gotta be, like, out of your mind to be asking new players 3 of 3 on a defeat and collect quest. Now, I'm pretty sure these are, like, 100% defeat and collects. More and more, I'm starting to think I got really unlucky in the prior runs. Because, again, 95% chance is a pretty decent chance. Like, that's a pretty great chance if you ask me.
Illumina crystal.
Illumina crystal. If we get past this, that is like... Because after the 3 streets, it's just Falgaze and Nightshade. So, if we get past this, that will actually be huge. Like, actually huge. Okay, get the rotting fodder out. Okay. Get the rotting fodder out. And I'm gonna need a leprechaun. And we can minor blessing while we're waiting.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
What do you mean that's 90% accuracy? What do you... What? That's always been 100%.
This is the con.
Abby, now's not the time. Abby, now's not the time. If you're wondering where the confusion comes from, back in my day, when I played Wizard 101, Minor Blessing was a life card that you got that cost 0 pips, had 100% accuracy, and healed you for 65 HP. At some point in Wiz's history, they updated this spell to be a more potent heal, but at the cost of 10 accuracy. I haven't played a life wizard since like 2021, so I didn't know this, and my inability to read caused me to fizzle. Now, you could very well be like,
Well, you would have just fizzled the next leprechaun or imp or whatever.
it still hurt just a little bit, knowing that I lost this run to a healing spell that I didn't need to cast, and I could have avoided altogether. Alright guys, this is the 4th character. We're on character number 4, and we are going to very quickly run out of monstrous cards. I did not realize this was going to be an endeavor that would take a lot of gold for my wizard, but it looks like it will. I think starting the next run, I'm gonna implement some crutches or like failsafe for myself so that I don't actually go insane doing this. Because realistically, this could take infinite attempts if I don't give myself some, like, a little bit of leeway with some things. So, starting the next one, you know, this one's gonna be entirely, like, you know, okay, but starting the next one, if this continues to happen, it's gonna be, you know, I'm gonna give myself a little bit of, like, extra assistance. I swear to God, if I did this on a Storm Wizard, I'd probably have a better odds. Maybe that'll be the next time. Maybe I'll be like, hey, next time, if this video does well, I'll do the same challenge on a Storm Wizard. Could you imagine? We got so far with our last one. I thought that was gonna be it, honestly, because if we got past the Harvest Lord, I mean, Firecat Alley was all but chops, honestly. Maybe I'm just being too optimistic there, but I didn't realize from my last run that Minor Blessing had an accuracy chance on it now. Like, I swear to God, not to be, like, old, but, like, back in my day, obviously the number was less. Like, Minor Blessing literally probably only did, like, 60 or, like, 65 HP on it. But I swear to God it was 100%. So, like, on me for not double-checking that, but, like, why would you make a 0 pip heal that literally no one would ever use? Downside it with an accuracy cost. Like, because I feel like especially in the early game, when you would want to use that, you just have Heartbeat, which is like in leagues better of a spell. And I guess Heartbeat does also have an accuracy, like, requirement, but I mean, like, oh, it just, like, blows my mind that that's, like, legal in this day and age. I can't believe I'm gonna say 115 monstrous treasure cards might not be enough. Like, that's actually crazy to me. Minor Blessing. Wow. The spell that ruined my run. Get out of my deck. Never to be seen again. Useless card. I wish I could skip the pet quest. Like, yes, it's an introduction, but I feel like, I mean, I guess you are giving players like a pet from an early level. It would be helpful, but I don't know. What is this camera angle? Why am I stuck with a broken deck, bro? Okay, thank God. I was like, holy crap, who let my neck hurts? I can't believe the amount of, like, defeat 3 enemies. I could understand 2 enemies, but 3 enemies is a little bit steep. For, like, this tutorial area, like, maybe 2, maybe. But, like, also then later, to get into the Dark Cave, why do I only need to defeat 1 Cyclops Legionnaire, and then 1 dude in the Haunted Cave to free the people in the bubbles? You know? Like, where's the consistency? In lieu of saving my treasure cards, I actually am just gonna leprechaun this dude. Because I do be getting low on my monstrous treasure cards, whether I want to admit it or not. So, this isn't exactly about speed here. It's just about not fizzling, which is totally in my control. But please don't, like, natural hit me. Bro is trying to 1 in a million. Bro actually might just one-shot me. I'm scared. I'm really scared, actually. Okay. That's a Bloodbat. We're fine with a Bloodbat. But, like, a 3-pip natural hit is still 300 damage, plus a trap. Like... Okay, then my imp next turn will kill him, and I think we'll be fine anyway, but... I was gonna say, well, what if I fizzle? But if I fizzle, I just delete, so... Doesn't matter. I can't fizzle, so... He actually did it? Jeez Louise, dude. I can see why so many, like, speedrunners and people have, like, trouble with this boss. Like, for now, at least. W's. Comment W in the chat if if you think this is the run. And no cheating. No looking to see if there's more of this video left. No cheating.
Illumina Crystal!
Illumina Crystal. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it, actually. I feel like I say my pets will cast, plus the imp would kill, but... You have got to be kidding me. Dude. Dude. So painful. That's so painful. We got all the way there. We got the same fight. The same fight. Alright, in order to save my sanity from just a little bit of bad RNG, starting from this run and onwards, because this is now run 5, I'm going to be giving myself some strikes. And starting this run, it's going to be 2, and then it will gradually increase by 1 for every subsequent run. Given how much actual RNG there was as to whether or not I fizzled, I didn't fizzle, I decided from run 5 onwards I was going to be operating on a strike system. Starting from run 5, I was going to be giving myself 2 of them, which basically these strikes were going to be some get out of jail free cards. If I did fizzle, I was able to fizzle twice, and then the 3rd time I fizzled, I was out. And then every run afterwards, I was going to give myself 1 extra strike, basically just sort of allowing myself to actually complete this challenge and not sit here forever, as you can see, and get defeated by the Harvest Lord at the same time. Don't claim it. Don't claim it. Don't claim it. Don't claim it. Nope. 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 I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna quit it. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna stop. I'm quitting. I'm quitting. That was strike 1. And, you know, I'm giving myself 2 strikes. And the fact that we used 1 strike so early in Cyclops Lane does not make me feel excited. does not make me feel excited. I was ready to like take that Minotaur's axe, which is such a cool wand idea, and like give myself a haircut. That's what I would do. Okay. We're at General Achilles' Keep. I don't like that we already lost a strike that early. That's gonna like give me such anxiety, I'm not gonna lie. That makes me kind of scared. And they go first. Okay. Is he gonna save up 3 pips and a myth trap and natural hit me again? Jeez. Okay. Okay. There goes Cyclops Lane. Okay. Nope. Halt. No. No. Not happening. See, all you gotta do is just tell it you don't want it. Can't do it without consent. He powers the Thunder Snake. I get to power a spell that has 15%. Wait, is it 15? Like 25% greater accuracy. That's just the laws, Newton's laws of physics. That's just how that works. I don't make the rules, but I get to power my spell. Okay. Okay. Lad Raven Eye. I'm coming for that ass. Okay. I would ideally, if I had to fizzle again, which is not going to happen. It ain't happening. But if I were to fizzle again, ideally it would be like Alacane's Swift Arrow in Firecat Alley. Like that's how far out, how far distanced I want these fizzles to be. Because if I fizzled now and used up my second strike, I'd feel real unconfident. I feel the game would like make me fizzle that at Lord Nightshade again or something. I just had to say something. I just had to say something. I just had to open my mouth. I will say though, the run I gave myself strikes on, I fizzled more than in other runs. Like I didn't fizzle once until the Harvest Lord in my other runs, and now I've already fizzled twice leading up to it. All that means though is we're gonna get past Triton Avenue, because I can't possibly fizzle again in Triton Avenue. So this is gonna go fine. We're gonna get past the Harvest Lord. Okay. Okay. I'm actually, while I'm here, I'm gonna train into ice so that I can get Volcanic Shield, because it'll be a good thing for me to do while I'm waiting for pips. And then I'm gonna get my school shield for Lord Nightshade, because it'll be a good thing to do while I'm waiting for pips. So, see, this is what I mean. Look, the haunted minions here you only need 2 of. Why are the other ones 3?
Truce.
Firecat Alley, I'm pretty sure, though, is one of the few streets that actually has you kill a boss before the final boss, in the form of, like, what, Bastia Gravewind? So, that's the only thing that's coming to mind for me that might give us trouble, because we're gonna have to use a lot more cards to kill a boss, obviously, than just a couple of minions here. Oh, hey, we just walk in here, and there's another 2 of 2 defeat. Is Firecat Alley the most, like, difficult? Why are these all... We've had to fight 6 mobs already. No, 8. The 2 haunted minions, the 2 fire elves, the 2 fire elves pathfinders, and now these guys. That's literally 8 mobs already, plus a boss? Should I start with Firecat? I mean, I won't need to, because this is the run, and I'm the GOAT, and I'm gonna win here, but... Okay. Okay. Whoa, that did a lot of damage. Okay, yeah. We minimize the amount of spellcasting we'll need. Wonderful, lovely, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing.
Fire for Friddle Wizard City must burn! Fire for Friddle...
Bro's casting everything but a fire spell now, because I have a shield on. That's wild. That's actually crazy.
Lo, the dark resonance hath been driven from my brain. By the hand of this gentle wizard,
I was on quest 34 of 39. All I needed to do was fight Falgaze and Lord Nightshade. Oh, that hurts. That hurts so bad. That really hurts. Alright. Run 6. I have 3 fizzles to my name. before I need to, abracadabra. If you think 3 is enough to get through, like, 40 quests of this game, drop a like down below. Let's get into it. I literally, and I'm not even joking, had to purchase more monstrous. You can see I'm back up to 61. I had to buy 50 more because I was down to like 13 monstruses because of how many attempts this has taken me. So I am going full relax mode. I have my blankie because this is literally starting to annoy me. I should also note that I'm doing this like consecutively. Like, run 1 has been in the same sitting as now run 6. So, you know, I know some of y'all might be like,
Well, that's your fault. No one's told you that you had to do it that way. Stop crying, you little crybaby bitch.
Listen. It got to the point also where I had to abracadabra one of my other wizards because I didn't have any more character creation slots. So, yeah. That's where I'm at.
Oh, hey there.
That's where I'm at. Now that I have 3 strikes, ideally, I can space one out, like, 1 at the end of Cyclops, 1 at the beginning of Firecat, and then maybe 1 scattered in between. But, like I said in my last run, I had no idea Firecat Alley had, like, 11, 12 mob quests to get through. Like, and including Bastia Gravewind, because she's a whole boss, which, like, if there was no Bastia Gravewind, I would have gotten through that street, because if it was just Alakane Swift Arrow from a boss perspective that I had to fight, like, we would have been fine, because I wouldn't have fizzled. The fact that I fizzled so early, I think it was, like, the frickin' war horns in Cyclops Lane, or whatever. I knew I should have just restarted from there. Like, even though I had more attempts left that run, like, I knew that should have been, like, immediate grounds for reset. Like, fizzling that early on. Especially because I had a wizard reach the Harvest Lord with no fizzles in general, which was already over half of where I needed to be in my runs, right? So I knew if I even didn't get to there by the time I needed to have more chances, I was just gonna be cooked. And I did get cooked. Literally almost at the very, very end. Like, almost at Lord Nightshade. Honest to God, the rest of run 6, I went pretty much nonverbal. I was so tired and so done with this challenge because, like I said, I was sitting through it in one sitting. I honestly should have taken a break after, like, maybe run 3 or 4, but I was so determined that giving myself more chances or, like, attempts would be able to get me through this. So I stuck through it. I kept on powering through, and before we knew it, we were reaching points that we were reaching beforehand in prior runs. Bellissimo. Perfect. We got through Cyclops with no fizzles. That's really good as far as pacing. Like, really good. Anyways, are we about to defeat the Harvest Lord, no fizzle? Are we about to defeat the Harvest Lord, no fizzle? So this run, I can get through literally 2/3 of the 2 streets with no fizzle. But other runs, the game just wants to cuck me over.
Lo, the dark resonance hath been driven from my brain. By
Well,
the
I didn't
hand of
fizzle a
this
single
gentle
time.
Wizard,
So this just goes to show you that this game is just RNG, and I got really unlucky every other run. So if I'm able to actually finish this run with no fizzles in general, that's going to be crazy, because then it will prove that you can defeat Wizard City without fizzling. Because I've done it all. I got through the 3 streets the Unicorn Way. I haven't fizzled a single time this run. Like, what? Oh my god. Boom. Okay. And now it's just Nightshade. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We got all the way through Nightshade, which in my books is a win. In my books, I would count that as the end. Like, technically, yes, you need these field guards, but I mean, if we can get through these guys as well with no Fizzle, I also will not complain. I don't know what changed this run. It literally... Holy crap. Why did they double pass? Wait. Stop. Oh my god. You're gonna make me crash out. You're gonna make me fizzle as early as Cyclops Lane. And then you're gonna make this run a perfect without even needing to use strikes? I'm shaking. Like, my hands are trembling. Is this real? Is this real? Wait, let me get the quest to Crocotopia, and then that'll solidify, just to make sure there's no more fights in Wizard City.
Good news, Wizard.
Life Prism? Yeah. A whole new world. That's the quest to... That's the quest to Crocotopia. That's the quest to Crocotopia. Get the Life Prism out of here. I don't care, Mr. Lincoln.
You wish to the keys the headmaster gave. Throughout your adventures, yours will be an
Spiral Chamber in the Oasis.
Young wizard. Now it is time for you to take the first.
Let's go! Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then let's accept, let's, yeah, Sprite.
You have the spells that heal over time can be very helpful, so make sure to use them wisely.
I did it. Level 10, quest to Crocotopia. Not a single fizzle. Ellie Copperfang. My goat. Ellie Copperfang. Just to show you, I had to delete one other character to make room. Look how many other 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them are like, besides this one, who like failed very early on. But like, and there was one more on top of this. I'm gonna abracadabra all of these, except for Ellie. I don't know if I'll save them for a different challenge now that I've done it, but... God. Wow. And with that, we get an answer to the title of this video and the question I had in the beginning. You absolutely can complete Wizard City without fizzling a single spell. Surprisingly and weirdly, the run where I gave myself the most strikes is the one where I didn't need to use any of them, and I got through with a perfect run of Wizard City. At the end of the day, this is entirely RNG based. You could replicate this exact challenge with a Storm Wizard, and it would just be up to the will of the gods as to whether or not you would fizzle that spell or not. But I did end up getting all the way through to Crocotopia, as you saw, completely without fizzling a single spell. Now that I got through this video, I also want to extend this invitation to you guys if you would like to try this challenge. Given that this is entirely able to be completed even without a membership, given that they made the end of Wizard City the new paywall. So if you want to give this challenge a go, that is all up to you. And also, if you would like to see me rip my hair out even more and maybe try this on like a Storm Wizard or a school with less accuracy than life, let me know as well. This was such a huge passion project of mine. This took a lot of time. So if you did enjoy, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, any of that stuff. If not, just hanging out to the end definitely means a lot to me. I appreciate you hanging out with me and watching the video. And yeah, be sure to check out my other challenge videos. I reference them kind of throughout this video, but that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.